Hello, Gia.
Hello, Keisha. I've joined the live show.
Welcome to the live studio, Gia.
Welcome to the studio. I'm in the live show. I'm in the room.
You're in the room. That's right.
Yeah.
Here we
Yeah.
are in the room on a
Yep.
Monday.
Yep. Feeling very Monday. How about you?
Oh, Super Monday. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Monday. Boomtown
hmm
Rats. Monday.
Yeah.
All
All
about.
about the Mondays. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, but we had a General Hospital on the plus side.
on the plus side, we did. We had one episode. And sometimes that seems nice that we only have to think about one
It's
episode
better for people like you and I
with our limitations.
with our little, yeah, memory hitches and what have you.
And what yeah, and I did take my usual notes and I was reviewing them and I got to the top of my list and I was like, I have no recollection of that. And I just watched it. So
Well, maybe I'll remember, but
yeah, it started to come back to me, but I really had to struggle and it's tough.
all
It's
right,
tough.
we'll be okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll be
Do we want to
fine.
dive in, or do you have any other business you need to take care of or anything?
I say let's dive in, and if other business comes up, that's okay too, right?
All right.
All
Yep.
right. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So the first thing I wrote today was Portia and Elizabeth. Anything?
Is that? I thought that was later.
Well, they came back. Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, Portia and Elizabeth. Wait a minute, I already wrote that.
So I remember this. Didn't we talk about you doing something a little more than just writing down names?
You talked about it. I did
Um,
not promise anything.
So they were in the office and Portia had felt faint, but that's not when you're talking about it, is it?
No, that was at the very end. No, I
That's at
think
the end. Okay, yeah.
yeah, in the beginning, they were talking about, I think Portia was looking over Britt's, like,
Oh, right, right, right. Yeah. Oh,
time
yeah. They were
over
kind of like,
Britt.
for the amount of time she was here. They were doing their little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
yeah.
little like, yeah, kitty catty kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
speaking of
yeah.
other animals, I sent you
Yeah.
I sent you some more stubby, and you didn't. Stubby.
Isn't that nice? Thank you. Did you post any stubby for our people?
I did, and one of our lovely listeners actually already knew about Stubby, and she said it makes her
Ah.
so happy anytime one of those comes up in her Instagram feed.
Oh,
And
okay.
I share that feeling. I share that feeling.
Yeah, okay. I haven't followed Stubby yet, so I don't
We're
know
gonna
that
wear you
feeling.
down. We're gonna wear you down.
Oh, okay.
And somebody else shared like a real life Stubby that they met
Ah.
in Hawaii, or maybe they live in Hawaii. I'm not sure, but
Mhm, mhm.
it was a cute little bugger. Cute little bugger.
Oh,
They
yeah.
didn't do the voiceover that you like so much. That's
That's too bad.
I just I just find that more and more that like that these are the little tiny things that make me go, "Oh, like okay, I do enjoy being alive." You know?
Yeah. Okay, okay. I
Maybe for
I
you it must be something else. I'm not sure.
Well, I've been watching actually, there's a couple of things I like. There's a guy, a Maine photographer who he likes to follow seals on the coast quite a bit
Oh,
and other
okay.
things. So he's been posting a lot of pictures of seals, and when you just see them floating in the water out there, you think,
Their
"Wow,
little
that's the
heads.
life."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that's
pretty
the life
cute.
I want. And then, sort of more educational. There's a guy he runs all over Washington D.C. and he records himself while he's running and he's always breaking down like something for us in a way that's easier to understand, like what the consequences of the shutdown are, stuff like that.
Oh, like political stuff. Like
Yeah, I mean he's
that
not
doesn't
always
sound like it'd be
political.
attractive to you, the running, because you
I
get in such a
I
bad
know.
mood about running.
I know. I think I just marvel at the fact that this guy seems to enjoy it.
Yeah.
He's always got a really nice pace going on, and he can speak without it doesn't sound like he's gonna lose his breath or
that's supposed to be
anything.
some sign of fitness if you can speak while you're doing a
Yeah,
particular
and
yeah,
you wouldn't believe how evenly he speaks and he's thinking. I mean, like, imagine if you and I were trying to run and speak and hold a phone recording ourselves
oh
while we
yeah,
were
no,
doing that.
no, it wouldn't happen. Yeah, although I've been
No.
keeping up with my little like mile joggy 3 or 4 times a week, and
Yeah?
the secret for me, yeah, because I
Mhm.
want to be ready when the weather gets nice and it feels good, and then I'll have a little level of fitness going.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
the secret for me is how short can I make my stride? It's like almost ridiculous. Like it's almost like
Uh-huh,
people are probably laughing when they see me. But that's the only
uh-huh.
way I can make myself just go. Like all you have to do is shuffle, and then you start feeling better, and it just
Okay, alright.
But it's like anybody could pass me walking quite easily. But that's
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
gotta pick up the feet and go. Well, you'll have to send me that guy. That sounds sort of entertaining.
Okay, alright, I'd be happy to.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So
yeah.
we're sorry we got off topic. Rare. Um,
Yes, we did.
So, yeah, so they were sort of bad mouthing Brit a little bit. Was there anything of
Mhm.
consequence in that conversation? I don't really
No,
remember.
no, and I think you're gonna find that a lot of these conversations there wasn't a great deal of substance to them. That today didn't feel
Okay.
like there was
It
a
was an
lot really.
insubstantial Monday. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
except for,
yeah, the
the big
end, the big,
reveal. Yeah,
yeah.
well, maybe 2 reveals, but, yeah. So, next we had Britt and Jason. Britt, finding Jason in her room, taking his stuff out as she had demanded that he, do.
Yeah, yeah, and then she came in with her, claws out,
Yes, yes, mhm.
and we the viewers still know that she's deeply in love with Jason, and
Yeah.
don't you think? Don't you think? I
I
think.
think so. I think she's so afraid to even admit that to herself, you know? But
Yeah, but
but yeah.
I think all this spiciness is
Mhm.
because she's trying to keep him safe. She doesn't wa
Yeah, yeah,
she knows she's
uh-huh.
some kind of target or whatever,
Yeah,
and she's trying
mhm,
to
mhm,
um I don't know. And so I think she's being extra spicy with him to when she really
mhm.
wants to just pull him to her
Wow.
for a
Listen to
little
her.
love in the afternoon. Yeah, I think that's
Gosh,
what's going
Gia.
on.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
is there something in the room that she's scared he'll find? Is she scared he'll find her medication?
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking that definitely, yeah, she doesn't need him rifling through stuff, but I think she should know him better than that, although who knows where her stuff is stashed,
Yeah, let's hope she
um,
moved that
yeah,
needle from under the
from
blanket.
not keeping a syringe
God,
in her bed,
yeah,
yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm.
yeah. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, so now and I liked it always happens like it seems like she comes on so strong and then he'll say something and she'll be like, "Oh my God, I just, did the
Yeah.
Brit thing
Yeah.
again," and then she'll tone
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
down and be compassionate with him.
Right,
Um,
right. Yep, exactly. So
and
that's
he was
their
so compassionate with her when
Mhm.
he said something about you don't give yourself enough credit or like what,
Mhm. Yeah, she's a good person. Yeah, and because he was sort of breaking down why she hadn't didn't want James to meet Nathan and
Although we know those are made up reasons.
right, right, right. Yeah. And
Well,
but he
we
seemed to
don't know
buy
them.
it, didn't he? Do you think he bought it? Because
Yeah, yeah.
isn't he the lie detector of Port Charles?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they seem on paper those are super legitimate reasons to
Yeah, so maybe
keep
she
James
wasn't
from it.
lying completely. She was just keeping a piece of the truth away from him.
Yeah. That's a lie of omission, right?
Yes, it is, Gia. Yes, it is.
You like those, don't you?
Something about your tone is making me very uneasy today.
I haven't eaten in a long time. I had all this running around to do. I weed whacked, and then I had a break, and then I had a bunch of running around to do, and I haven't eaten in a while. So
Oh,
I'm a little
dear.
bit I'm a little bit spacey days. And I had
Yeah.
somebody be so nice to me, and
Uh,
I don't know if I'm just like on edge or something, but I
mhm.
was almost like, oh my God, you're being so nice. It's
Yeah,
just
I've
like
done
I
that.
felt
I've
like
done that.
crying or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
It was just a
Oh.
girl or young woman in an office. I had to like pick up my health insurance wouldn't let me go to this one place for a mammogram. So the
Mhm.
new place is like you're going to have to pick up your records. They'll never send them. So you need to pick up your and I'm
They'll
like,
never send 'em.
really?
That's
Yeah.
great.
It seems like I shouldn't have to go pick them up, but uh,
Mhm.
so I'm like, and I'm expecting them to be cranky with me about, printing out everything or whatever. And she
Mhm.
was so
Mhm.
sweet. And then she texted me and she was like, I got them done quicker than I thought if you want to come back, and I was like, oh my God, I just felt like
Oh, that's
just sort of
nice.
unexpected niceness in a world that
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
feeling very nice lately. And,
Right, right, and in those sort of atmospheres, you do kind of expect people to just be so tired of everything, that
yeah, yeah. And maybe it was because she was young and she's like, this old lady, and she
Mm.
needs pictures of her boobs.
Needs pictures of her boobs. She's like, "Those are the only pictures anyone's ever gonna want of her boobs
Yeah,
when
there's
it's for,
nobody else gonna wanna see
diagnostic
these. Yeah,
purposes."
exactly. But anyway, that was the little bright spot in my afternoon because I was going in all apologetic and like, "I'm so sorry, but I need to get," "God, I'm sorry about
It's
all
too
of this."
bad there's nothing like, where you could, share those records electronically, like a computer or
I think
something.
they can. I think they can, but the new place was claiming that this place never sends things. I don't know.
Uh, but it seems like this
It's
young
like
lady probably would
it's
have.
it's kinda like Acme, like the
Yeah.
Roadrunner, but, it's like
Uh-huh.
one of those sorta.
Uh-huh.
It's too bad they don't have just, like those photo booths for a buck and you go in, like, too bad you can't just go in and have your boobs, you
Like a
know.
self-serve, yeah. That's a
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
idea, Gia, that's a
Like,
wonderful idea.
some
Imagine the fun people would have.
like some old grocery stores used to be able to weigh yourself, you could weigh
Uh-huh.
yourself, do your mammogram, quick pap smear and you're out.
Oh, I would love it if, like, a show like The Simpsons took that idea and showed us exactly why it was a bad idea.
I'm sure it is a bad idea, but it's like spend so much of your life like wrangling these stupid appointments, trying to be good. I'm trying to be good as I'm
Yeah.
being a good old person.
Yeah, you are, Gia.
So
You
nobody
are.
says, "Well, why didn't you? I can't believe you're going under. You should have gone for your blah 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 back in whatever." I don't know who. I don't know who would say that.
That sounds like a fun conversation. I watched The Simpsons last night. It was a new episode, and I hadn't watched it in quite a long time. And the episode was all about Chat GPT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, except they were calling it Cheat GPT because all the kids were using it for their papers, and all the
Yeah,
teachers were
yeah.
like, struggling to figure out what to do
Oh
about it.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was funny. It's good stuff.
Have
They
you
hit on other nice topics, current topics too.
I know, they were always so sharp. Have you
Yeah.
seen I was messaging with one of our lovely listeners, and she was recommending this new Matlock with Kathy Bates.
Oh, I've seen the first few episodes, yeah, because there was so much, she was getting so much praise for,
Yeah.
her role. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm locked out on Hulu. I don't pay enough money to see it on Hulu, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
figured you'd know about it. I didn't know
yeah.
about
Is it on Hulu? It's a
it.
CBS
Apparently.
show, isn't it? I can't remember what network it is, but yeah,
Well, it came
maybe.
up, but it has a little like you're too poor to watch this.
Ah, okay, yeah. I can't remember what net but yeah, it's good. I don't think I ever watched the original Matlock.
I don't think I did either. That it looked bad.
That's our young sort of, attitude, towards now that we're old, now that we're sort of the
Well,
demographic,
I
we would
I
probably.
was never I was never a big Andy Griffith Show fan.
Oh, yeah, yeah, uh-huh,
People,
right,
and maybe
right.
just I'm just a little bit too young to have, and I know so many people that just like, oh, that's their ultimate, and I think
Mhm,
it's escapism for them.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my oldest brother, I think he would love to live in Mayberry, and just
Uh-huh,
escape all
uh-huh.
the troubles of the world. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, oh Jesus, I'm sorry, I'm off topic.
That's okay, that's
Okay, get us
okay.
back, get us back.
Okay,
Okay, get back to
alright.
Port Charles. Where are we?
Okay, well, now we're at Bobby's, and we've got Carly and Brennan,
Ah, yeah,
like, that was, like, talk about a nothing
yeah.
burger, right?
We did a lot of work, and you missed it on Facebook with people coming up
Oh,
with these.
yeah, yeah, I did skim that work,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I mean people came up with wonderful backstories
Yeah,
for Brendan to
yeah.
try and get flesh him out a little bit and give us a little bit
Mhm.
more
Yeah.
to like about him or dislike or whatever. Just and but I didn't feel any of it when I saw him today. I felt like
Nothing,
they're like
nothing.
these giggly, teenagers on a little
Mhm,
date, and it's just not
mhm.
ringing true, those two. I don't
It's
know.
not. I mean, and I guess maybe part of the problem, I'm probably giving him too much credit, but, Carly might feel like she can ask him questions because, his life is supposed to be a mystery, but don't you think she could ask him questions about, like, his upbringing and stuff like that, childhood stuff?
Yeah, they'd be getting to know each other a little bit. Right,
Yeah,
exactly. And
yeah.
I don't see him as like the cutesy type that's gonna steal bacon like that, you know?
No, that didn't he didn't get any points for that with me.
The the playful, the playful kind of like jokey
Yeah,
kind of stuff just
yeah.
doesn't feel like him. I don't
No.
know.
Mm-mm.
I can see him being like a real straight-laced guy that she's always like joking with, trying to get a laugh out of him because he's so
Mhm.
serious.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
try to play him with her as he's all light and fluffy, and uh,
Right, right.
eh, it's not working. And then he's back to like the him we know when
Mhm,
he's speaking with Joss.
mhm. Yeah, yep. So Joss comes in, she returns from her trip to Australia,
Yep,
quote, unquote.
midriff and all. Yep.
Midriff exposed, yep. She seemed like I mean, she'd gotten quite a lot of sun during her time away, but she didn't
She was
seem.
supposed to be in Australia, right?
Yeah, and I mean, what they were surfing, she and what's his name were surfing quite a bit on
Right.
that last.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess she wasn't in the sun as much as her mom thinks because she was in Croatia for most of that time. So anyway, I'm just trying
Where
to
there
figure
is
out.
Bougainvillea.
Yeah, she probably could have
Yeah.
got plenty of sun out there if she hadn't been
Yeah.
like a hostage and whatnot. At
You know
least
what I
like a
noticed?
tan around her tennis whites.
Yeah. You know what I noticed about that scene also was that Carly had the shiniest lip gloss. Did you
Yeah,
notice that?
yeah, I did. Uh-huh. Did that
I don't
bother
know what's
you?
going on there. No, it kind of takes me back to my happy childhood where we all wore that gloppy stuff. Is that
Yeah.
back? Maybe it's back.
I don't know, Gia. It's not back here, but
No, because you guys are just wearing bag balm on your lips, probably,
yeah.
like sensible farmers.
Uh-huh. That's right. Yeah. Yep. Nobody's getting dressed up to go to the
It's
dump
either
around.
no, yeah, well, if you're headed somewhere fancy, you could probably bust out some Burt's Bees,
There you go. Some tinted Burt's Bees.
tinted
Woo!
Burt's Bees,
When you want to look slutty.
and attract bees.
Oh, dear. So, yeah, okay, so Joss is back. She had that whole story about helping that lady set up.
Yeah, which was so unbelievable.
Yeah, I like, hearing that again, it was like, "Oh my god, they're"
Yeah, that's the
it
best you
really
could
should have.
do. Yeah.
Right, right, yeah.
I did like the interaction with Britt. That was funny.
When Britt
Moder
came in, yeah.
Yeah, moderately funny because it's like, oh right, she's got to pretend she hasn't seen her, and it's her
Yeah.
first time.
Yep, yep.
Like she could have done the like really dramatic, like pass out or something.
That would have been fun if Joss had really figured out how to play it.
Yeah, like something. I don't know. I don't know how you should play it. Seeing somebody come back from the dead. I don't know how you.
I feel like if she really had genuinely not known, she would have been stunned and maybe a little bit paralyzed, but also she would have had like a rush of gratitude, right? Because she thought Britt had died to
Yeah, and
save
I
her
like how
life.
Britt reminded her that she needed to
Yeah,
be thanking her. That was
yeah,
funny. Yeah.
right. Yeah. And so she saved her twice now.
Yeah, right. But she could kind of hold that over her head. I don't know. So
Yeah,
Josh
yeah.
is in a little bit of a precarious position here.
She's gonna have to suck up to Britt, I think, right?
The other noticeable thing about that whole scene was just again the food looks tremendous. The food looks
It
great.
did look, yeah, I know. They always have like a full plate there.
Yeah, like that's the diner I'm going to if I ever make it to
Yeah,
Port Charles. Yep.
yeah, I know.
So good job, props department there. Like other scenes, not as much. We'll get
Not
to
so
that.
much. Yeah,
Not so
okay,
much.
okay.
Yeah.
Then we had Alexis and Curtis, another not so
Yeah.
interesting scene,
Yeah,
right?
another sort of nothing burger. Another
Yeah, like she was sort
yeah.
of acting like she had all this information for him, but she didn't have anything concrete.
Yeah, and I felt like she should show a little flicker of nervousness about somebody coming to our house unannounced.
Yeah.
You
Like,
know,
"What
like
the hell
if
are you
there's some
doing here?"
banging somewhere in the basement, it'd be
Yeah,
like, "Oh, the pipes. Oh, I've
yeah,
got to have somebody
yeah.
look at those pipes." Or,
Mhm.
um,
And then Curtis would say, "I could look at them. 'em. I'm handy.
right? Yeah, yeah,
I
I
look
know
at
how to
apartments
inspect
for people."
apartments. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of a nothing burger, and like, why? It had me thinking, like, what is it that? Why is Alexis fixating on Curtis as a potential shooter?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because she considers him a friend. Maybe she does think he would be the most obvious suspect. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't have him that high on the list myself, but
No, no, and she has no idea what's on the bulletin board
I mean, I would put Alexis above him on any sort of murdering kind of list.
because she can murder sort of without thinking much about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And it might look like an accident, but are there really any accidents?
Probably not in Port Charles,
Not
no.
I don't think so, yeah. So yeah, that wasn't
So yeah,
much.
that wasn't much of a scene.
Mhm.
And
Uh,
then yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. You got your notes.
If you wanna depart from the notes, that's fine, Gia.
No, no, no.
You sound like you're making a big sacrifice. Um, Maybe you are.
You have no
Okay,
idea.
then are you really trying to hold in some salty language or something?
No, no, I got nothing.
Okay. We had Isaiah and Drew, and this was another scene where Drew's going. He's more and more comfortable just lying and rewriting history and you know thinking nobody's ever going to find out the truth.
Yeah, the you mean like referring to his retelling of Aunt Stella's situation, right?
Yeah, like he had nothing
Yeah.
to do with it
Yeah.
except that he got her off the
Yeah, yeah.
charges. You
He
know.
like what it is that he is a great politician. Like they know how to write a politician apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and I guess if you lean in hard enough to what you're saying, then a lot of people will believe you.
You say it enough and
Yeah.
yep,
Mhm.
yep.
And
Doesn't
I guess
matter.
right, and maybe he also knows that Isaiah might not be a big fan of Curtis's, so that saying something bad about Curtis, he knows would plant a seed, if nothing else, you know?
Does he know that there's something between Isaiah and Portia?
I don't
Or
think so. I don't think so, but,
but
yeah,
yeah,
I'm not
he played it right because I think Isaiah kind of took the bait.
yeah, he seemed to a little bit. I was hoping that he was gonna ask Portia if anything Drew had said was the truth,
Yeah.
but of course he didn't. And now getting to, Portia and Isaiah, I'm so confused about, like, what they had decided. I thought they had decided they were gonna see it. Did I forget a part where he said he
No,
didn't
I kind of felt that too. I kind of felt like they like he was saying he needed to sort of protect himself, but I thought they had like she had come back and said my marriage is over, and he was like
Yeah.
happy, not happy, but he was.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were like tentatively back on track
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah, but then, like, 2
to
seconds
do it, back on
later
track to do it.
to do it. Yeah, maybe that's all. But then after they had, I thought, decided they were gonna start seeing each other, that's when Curtis thought maybe they should stay together so they didn't, implicate each other or something. And so that it got very confusing because I feel like there were some crucial scenes that were missing from both of
Yeah, no,
those.
you're not alone, or I'm just as confused as you. Because yeah, I was kind of like, I thought we were, yeah. Um, but yeah, they didn't have Curtis and Portia haven't had a conversation about needing to stay married to as protection, have they?
Maybe one, but they haven't done anything since then to make it look like they're still together, I don't think.
Oh, did they decide they had to pretend like they were happy? And
I can't I thought maybe
oh
they'd had
god,
one cover it doesn't matter really now because it doesn't seem like they're trying very hard to look like a couple, does
yeah,
it? I don't know.
no, I don't know.
Um,
I don't know.
yeah.
And we're going like, I don't. I mean, I say this, and I don't know if I'm disappointed that it's headed this way, but I feel like we had like two or three big stereotypical occurrences today
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Portia Isaiah Curtis world.
Mhm.
Um, the fact that oh they're gonna have Isaiah and Portia are gonna have a relationship, but they must keep it secret. Like that's classic.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mhm.
and then we're gonna have a baby, and we're not gonna know
Yeah,
who the
right, right.
father is. Uh,
Exactly. Yeah.
and I don't know. I mean, I guess there's only so many things you can do with people doing it. You're gonna do you
People do
keep it secret, or is the other? I mean, the flip side is like pretending to have a relationship, but not having one, which is
it.
potentially what Portia and Curtis are gonna do.
Mhm. Right.
All like those are we see that
Exactly.
all the time in the soaps. So do we like it?
I don't think so. Do we?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I should feel like I'm complaining about it or I'm just pointing it out. I guess I'm pointing it out.
I guess it's just hard to imagine that it's gonna be very compelling, uh, you know? I mean, it could be,
Yeah,
I guess, but it seems like even the writers can't decide if they wanna go that route, you know?
that route. Yeah. Um,
And then, yeah, like you said, the baby thing, every time that becomes like a story, I think, "Ah, Jesus."
like
You
the
know?
who's the daddy storyline.
Yeah, and just like
Yeah.
just the introduction of a baby, because so many times, it's this huge deal that upsets all these lives, and then once the baby comes, you never see it, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
well, that's just because of the rules about working children.
yeah, and having to have, like, 8 babies that look the same so you can
Yeah,
rotate them out, yeah,
yeah.
I know. But and
But
they
yeah,
have
they
done a
don't. Yeah, you're right though. They fight tooth and nail over this baby before it's born, and then suddenly
yeah.
it's
I
off screen instantly.
and those arguments are never real I don't like those, all of those tug of wars about,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
babies. Oh, but they have done a pretty good job, I must say, with all the kids that are on these days, you know?
That's true. They have had him on more frequently.
Yeah. We haven't seen
Although
Ace in a very long time.
no, the cutie pie, Ace, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
If you watch that Finding Your Roots show, you realize though that
Mm.
um like the whole soap approach to and who's your daddy is like it's a lot more common than you'd think.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
these people find out, I was like, "Oh my god." So this was not,
Right.
I'm not
Mhm.
really a like I think it was what was the one I watched kind of recently? Sammy Hagar. He's not really a Hagar.
And he really can drive 55?
Well, I guess he should rethink that, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Poor
I people
Sammy.
yeah. Yep.
Doing some soul searching, I guess, huh?
Old Sammy. He's kind of a funny guy. I expected to like not really enjoy him, but
Yeah.
he was quite humble and likable and
Okay. That's
I don't know
nice.
what I expected, but
Hmm. Yeah.
hmm,
Alright, well, that's good.
yeah,
Really good, Gia, thank you.
good to
Uh
know, huh? Where do you stand on Sammy Hagar?
If I ever run into him, I won't just assume he's an asshole.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes I see little like there's this channel called Axis,
Uh,
and I don't quite get their mission statement. Like they seem to have a lot of stuff about music, but not all about music. I don't know what their deal
Okay.
is, but
Okay.
anyway, they see snippets of some little shows of his where he's interviewing like rock stars or whatever, and other rock stars, and he had one with the ZZ Top guy,
Uh-huh.
and he was just like a kid in a candy store. Like he admired him so much, he revered him so much, and it was like
Uh-huh.
that's cool when people are like that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's true. Hmm.
I think I love Sammy Hagar.
You think you do?
I think I do.
Well, I guess I'll try to be supportive, Gia.
I know
Um,
you love George Thorogood, and I've had to be okay with that through the years, you know.
oh dear. Oh dear.
Anyway,
Some things I wish you would forget. Why are those the things you're never gonna forget?
I know.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
all the skeletons in your closet and what have you.
Yeah, what have you. Yeah. Uh,
Anyway, so do we care about that storyline? But okay, in their defense,
mhm.
and um, being a negative reflection on you and I, we didn't like the Geo storyline from the get go. Remember how much we were like, "Wah, wah,
Yeah,
wah," you know?
yeah, uh-huh.
So we might come around to liking this storyline.
We tend to come around. Yeah,
Yeah,
eventually, yeah, so you're probably right. Maybe we
but
should just start to, like, dial it back.
I try to dial it back. That's not
Yeah,
really like us. But
not really, no.
at the moment, I'm just like, oh, another baby storyline. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Um, anyway, yeah, we'll see about that. Um, I mean, there's a lot of, I feel like there would be a lot of maybe new sort of storylines they could try, to come up with. They don't always have to fall back on these old,
I don't
standard.
know. Is it? Do maybe they have to give the people what they want? Are these like the meatiest story? Like I know. I feel like you and I always talk about more work related
Yeah,
storylines.
yeah.
Medical
Mhm.
mysteries, things where they
Mhm.
have to shove their knuckles into people's breastbones. And do
Yes, do that
that
pain
move.
response thing, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I
Well,
love
maybe
that.
Portia will I mean, I don't want her to have any difficulties, but, they could turn it into, like, a medical
Yeah,
storyline.
I mean, and the other thing, like, let's see if it goes there. The other thing they do frequently is that they keep the parentage hidden until
Mhm.
there's some medical need, and then it has to be
Yes, yeah,
revealed.
right, right, yeah, so, like, if we follow that line, it would have to be Curtis's because they're trying to support each other during this, like, investigation. Um,
Right.
but then ultimately, we'd find out it's Isaiah's for whatever, for maybe
Isaiah's,
for that
yeah.
sort of reason, for some sort of medical reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
I
To
am
save
excited
the
to see
baby.
his cabin. Do you think we'll see his
Oh
cabin?
yeah, the cabin came up, right. I was like, okay. The cabin the cabin reappears in the story.
Do you think it's gonna look like just every other cabin they've been in
Like a
recently?
lot of plaid,
Mhm.
um,
Maybe
fireplace,
maybe with
stone
Cyrus's
fireplace.
blood on the floor.
Yeah. I don't
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, but, they've been holding that one back for so long. It's gotta be
Yeah.
important, right?
Yeah, right, 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 yeah, and we haven't seen Willow in a little while, have we? Speaking of the cabin.
No, not for a couple days, right, because,
Yeah.
well, we had that big break in the middle, so we don't know what Willow's up
Yeah,
to.
that's true, that's true. Okay, let's see, so we also had a little scene with Tracy and Martin where Martin was doing the lawsuit thing about Tracy roughing up Drew at the church.
Yeah, kinda funny, mildly funny.
Mildly, but I feel like there've been so many situations where Drew has tried to get Tracy in trouble now that I'm losing track. It's
Yeah, yeah.
I also wish Martin wasn't his lawyer at this point, but I know he's
Yeah.
gotta do that.
He has to, but I like hearing him kinda rib Drew a little bit and
Oh,
give
me
him,
too, me too.
make it hold him a little bit accountable.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem like maybe he's fighting as hard for Drew.
Yeah, as he could, right.
as he
Not as
could.
hard as Morgan and Morgan.
Let's see. Okay, then we come to everybody at the house, and should we just call her Veronica because we don't like the name Ronnie?
Whatever you want, we could do either or. We could try Veronica and we might slip and say Ronnie.
Okay, okay. So Veronica stops by the house. Everybody's a little wary of her, I think. But then
Yeah,
as they
but
sit down, she says all the right things, doesn't
and they
she?
warm up, they get the warm fuzzies. They've all got the warm
Yeah,
fuzzy face going.
yeah, because she's saying nice things about all of them as if these words have come from Monica.
Yeah,
So
and you still don't think they have? You think this is a big con
I
of some
don't
kind?
know. I don't know. I mean, it seems like both things could be true. There could be some
Right.
genuine sort of stuff there, but she might also be working some angle. And
Is it in any way like Schrodinger's cat?
do you do you do you do you watch Big Bang Theory, Gia, ever?
I have. I haven't watched it in a long time, but I did. Yeah.
Because that does seem like one show that maybe hit would be in that space in our Venn diagram that we both kind of like, because there's a
Yeah,
lot about Star Trek in there, you know.
that's true. That's true.
Um,
And Schroding, how do you say it?
Schrodinger's
Schroding?
cat, yeah, Schrodinger,
Schrodinger?
that comes up a
Yeah.
lot too, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it does. You're right. Yeah.
mhm.
Can you make this anything like they can you make this make sense in terms of Schrodinger's cat?
Um, I guess for the moment, because we don't know Veronica well enough, she could, on the one hand, be wholesome and honest, and on the other hand, be a lying, duplicitous whore. And we
Yes. Yeah.
so at the moment, yeah, both could be true or untrue, I guess. Is that the same sort of thing as Schrodinger's cat, living or dead?
I th I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say yeah, because I can't actually even remember what Schrodinger's cat was proving, like, that you don't know if it's dead or alive, right?
Right, 'cause yeah, yeah. So you can sort of play on the assumption that both are true, I guess, something
Yeah.
like
So I mean, Tracy, of course, is having none of it. Like, there's
none of
no
it. And it
yeah,
looked like Ned was also reserving his judgment a little bit.
yeah. Um,
Mm,
and Ronnie showed, or Veronica showed, um, either she's a good actor,
mhm,
um, or she really was stunned to be hearing what they heard at the end also, but
mhm.
she seemed just as stunned as the rest of them, and she's either feigned happiness about the locket or
Uh-huh.
that was, you
Right,
know, it's really
right.
because we don't know her well enough.
We don't know her well enough, that's true.
Mhm.
Didn't you think, like, up until what Michael got and the house, all those things were pretty lame? Like, a necklace for Brooklyn, that's all?
Yeah, I was wondering, yeah, because they start with the trust funds for all the
Yeah,
what,
the kids.
grandchildren, or was that great grandchildren? I get
Both,
confused.
both, yeah. Right.
Um, and so it's like, okay, because this is supposed to not, we don't mean that we're not being petty. We're talking about what was supposed to be somebody who's uber wealthy, right?
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, it did seem like, and I thought, well, maybe there'll be something else about, this will be divided evenly between all, I don't know. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I was like, or is it like with really rich people, do you just go, oh, they all have so much money that all they need is a
Yeah.
memento of,
Yeah, like, maybe she was thinking those were more meaningful things, but Tracy didn't seem to get it if it was about the relish being meaningful.
yeah, and yeah, that did just seem mean. So I didn't
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
like, could Veronica have arranged this whole will and been like sticking it to Tracy by doing that? Like, could this
I
all
don't
be
know. I don't
like
know.
that
Well,
would be duplicitous, wouldn't it?
it sure would be, Gia. It would be very clever. Take some real planning.
What'd you
Um,
think of the watch?
well, that seems silly to me too. I mean, like, the message sort of made sense, but
No, I just mean the prop itself.
it didn't look like I wouldn't want to wear that watch.
No, and it didn't look like an old, really expensive piece.
Yeah, it didn't. I was trying to see the brand. I couldn't. But yeah, I thought Jason's never going to wear that. It's just going to go in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, but he did look like he was tearing up again, didn't he?
He'd, well, he'd gone like a whole episode without crying, so of course
Yeah,
his
but he
nerve.
gets his eyes get red. He's like, he and
Yeah,
Anna, they should just go off and have a good cry together
yeah.
somewhere. Like, oh, what are you crying about? I don't know.
It would be so cute if they started to do that.
Cry, they just be cry buddies.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
But also what misleading was that Veronica got the locket initially, so we thought maybe, oh, well, that's all she's gonna get. Maybe
yeah, yeah.
things could still play out nicely, and I kind of hoped even Jason would get the house.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't it normally, unless there was some weird arrangement for some reason, like he'd be the next in the line of succession. He's her son, he and
Mhm,
Drew. Like,
mhm.
why did everybody assume Michael was going to get it as a grandson?
Yeah, I maybe just thinking that Jason wouldn't wanna be like the lord of the manor. Uh,
Yeah,
it's not his
but
style, and he was only living there really because of the kids. I don't know.
yeah,
But
I don't know
yeah,
about.
yeah, it seems like that would have made sense, and he could have
It.
said,
It
"Well,
seems like
Michael,
something.
you can have it. I don't really,"
It seems like something they should have like verbally said. Like,
Mhm,
normally Jason
mhm.
would be the one, but
Yeah,
Jason has stated that he
yeah.
wasn't interested. Something, because
Mhm.
I'm thinking like, well, how is Michael? Like everybody's just assuming it's Michael.
Yeah,
Um,
and then Michael did get all that other stuff, like a
you
yacht
got the horses,
and the
yeah,
horses, yeah.
yeah.
So that was, I mean, yeah, I like, why not give Tracy the horses or something? I don't know. It just seemed sort of
Well, something's
like
up. I mean, something's up, obviously.
something's up. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this was Monica behind these
Well,
decisions.
and that final line, I don't know if you caught it, but the sister of my heart, I think is what
Yeah,
they.
yeah,
And so you're still right up until the very end thinking, oh,
yeah,
sister of my heart, maybe it's Tracy,
right. Tracy was thinking it was Tracy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
Hmm.
she didn't seem to want it before. She seemed like good with Michael being the one to inherit.
Yeah, yeah. Knowing that she could stay there, I think
Yeah.
that was all she really cared about.
Yeah.
Nothing changing, basically.
So I don't know. Do we smell a rat? I think maybe we smell a little bit of a rat.
We smell something of a rat, and if it's not a rat, then I think it's kind of shitty writing, maybe. Maybe that's too strong a word, but I think then it's not true to Monica's character. It's
Yeah,
just
would she
designed to
do
create.
something mean? She wouldn't do something mean like the relish thing.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking of, like, with the relish, do you remember that was maybe were you watching back in the time of Pickle, the Lila's relish?
I don't know. It didn't ring a bell, but I could have been
Yeah.
watching.
Well, I think there was a lot of money that they made when she started selling the relish, and then I can't remember if, like, they lost the recipe or something like that. I don't know, I was thinking maybe somehow it could be, like, a money maker, but Tracy doesn't really need that at this stage, so
No.
that doesn't seem like a real possibility. Yeah. I don't know. Like you said, I mean, maybe when they're super rich, then they don't need, like, 10% of somebody's wealth or something, but
Right, right. But the meanness of the gesture just didn't ring
yeah,
true to Monica,
yeah.
and I
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know. So I wanna think that I'm the kind of person that gives a new person a chance, this like Veronica, but
yeah, yeah.
I'm I'm not as wary of her as Tracy, but I'm not in the warm fuzzy category with
No, no, I don't think I am either
her.
yet, no, because she has upset things, and we didn't want that.
We don't like that.
We don't like
Well,
that.
and what if it real okay, so if it really is Monica leaving her the house, what in
Mhm.
tarnation would she be thinking?
Wow, Gia, how old are you?
What in the Sam Hill?
Oh, you should write this in your diary. Dear diary, today, October
I
6th,
used the word
25.
tarnation.
Yeah. Yeah, I that's gonna be such chaos because I mean, she could really sort of go for the benevolent gesture and say, "I don't want anybody to feel that they have to move, you know? Nothing has to change.
Yeah,
I'll just take Monica's room," or
yeah.
something.
But I mean, it like would Monica be why what would Monica's motivation be at the very end, knowing how much
Yeah.
turmoil that would cause? Like, why
Yeah.
wouldn't she leave a huge pile of money to her beloved sister and,
Right, right,
all her
right.
diamond jewelry and
Yeah,
but
yeah.
the
That would make
house,
that would make more sense. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just seems sort of vindictive, and I don't think that
Mhm.
Monica would have done something vindictive like that.
No, no, and I maybe we're supposed to think that she's trying to make up for the fact that they were estranged for so long, but
But
like
would
you
she do
said.
that at the same time as she'd be putting everybody else out,
Right, right,
and
right. Yeah, and I think to somebody like, to anybody who hasn't been around, that a pile of money would be better than a big house
yeah, yeah,
that already has people in it.
yeah. And that
Yeah.
is has so much historical significance to everybody that's been living there.
Yeah.
Um, you
Yeah.
know, and
Mhm.
Veronica hasn't been living there. Like, wouldn't have sentimental value for her.
No.
It would just have financial value, you
Right,
know.
yeah, and she'd have to pay the taxes and everything on that, wouldn't she? Like,
Oh,
some
good
sort of
point. Yeah,
taxes,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what those look like these days, but, anyway, yeah, disappointing. I was disappointed in all of that. I
But
was
it may not be
prepared.
real.
It may
Yeah.
not be real, and I was prepared to be disappointed, like, we were sort of set up to think that Veronica was gonna get the
Yeah,
house
something was gonna happen. Yeah.
Friday, but
And then
I
she did. Yeah.
yeah, and then she did, and everybody else just got a little bit screwed, I thought, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
not that
people
they
still sit
need
around
money.
like do people still sit around and like do the dramatic reading of the will? It felt like Agatha Christie or something.
Yeah, it did a little bit, didn't it? I don't know. I don't know, Gia.
I don't think we did that like when my grandmother died. I don't remember it like
Yeah.
everybody gathering in the room to
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that would be
yeah.
necessary.
And to
Mm.
me she left this advice. Get your hair cut. Tuck your shirt in, get a haircut.
Sit up straight.
Sit up straight. Don't eat so much. Um
So
no,
your grandmother
I
sounds
think we
a lot like
each
your inner monologue.
I think we each got a
Mm.
chunk of cash. I don't remember.
Mhm.
Which was lovely. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we did. We got a chunk of cash. Yeah,
Mhm.
we put it towards the vehicle. Very nice. Thank you, Grandma. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what would be what I think what would have made me happy is if one of the people we like had got the house so that
Yeah,
everybody.
it would have been more fun if they'd pulled some interesting, like I don't know who it could have, like Olivia, because Olivia, we know you're going to be the matriarch that'll
Yeah,
hold the family
yeah,
together, or
uh-huh,
something like that.
uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
please
that could have
don't
been fun.
serve those lame ass hors d'oeuvres next time.
Please, yeah.
Please.
That was an embarrassment.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
embarrassed. You fell on your face that time, lady.
Yeah, that would have been fun, yeah, something like
That
that.
could have
Well,
been like a big surprise, right? And
yeah, it would have been enough of a surprise, but it wouldn't have upset us. We're
yeah,
upset.
and I think everybody we're upset. I think everybody would have been like initially like shocked, and then they would have seen like the wisdom of giving it to
Yeah,
Olivia, because
yeah.
Olivia loves family and would keep family there. And
She would never kick Tracy out. Yeah.
yeah, I bet she would get to keep saying like, "This was my house. Monica gave it
Monica
to
gave
me."
it to me, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right, that could be fun too, yeah. And then,
yeah,
yeah, so there's that part, the house part, and then just all the other stuff, like hurting Tracy and, I don't know, giving
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
meaningless stuff, like that. What did she give Olivia? She got the cookware? Like,
yeah.
that's lame too, that's like nothing. It was gonna nobody
Well,
was gonna come and take the
it's not like
cookware.
my cookware. It might have been really, really nice cookware, which
I'm
is
sure it is, but,
it
Olivia
can't be
could.
that stuff you see in the middle of the night, like the copper, whatever. Maybe like those commercials where they cook the grossest looking things, like a huge tray of like marshmallows or something, and then they show
And
how
they
it
slide
slides
right
out of the
out.
pan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Or they're always shoving a whole chicken in a pot or something. I don't know, just weird.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants to eat this shit you're making. And I like the one where they melt the candy in the pan and then it just
Oh,
slides right.
yeah. Yeah, slides
I want
right
to
in.
try that with
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
Anyway,
dear.
okay. What else do we have? Anything else? Did we?
Let's see. What else do we have? Well, a lot of nothingness. We had Curtis and Marshall
Oh
talking about,
yeah, just yeah,
blah, blah, blah. Um, Marshall going back on the road.
yeah. With
Uh,
Winton.
yeah. And then the
And,
Isaiah and Portia thing we talked about already, like them getting back together.
Isaiah is really cute. I mean,
He's
I'm not.
cute. Cute. Yeah.
I'm not sad to see a storyline with him. Like,
Right.
can they maybe develop him into something more interesting through this?
Let's hope. Let's hope.
I did
Yeah.
like seeing his little dimple when he,
That was a nice dimple. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No getting around that.
What are
Yeah.
you doing? Are you like sorting through shelves or something?
No,
Or
the doggies, Roxy and Vinny are playing behind.
oh, all
They're
right,
yeah, you know how they do that when they sort of
that's
do
cute. Yeah.
their little running around. Yeah, sorry about the ruckus, everybody.
Remember how your dog when we put that new vinyl down on your floor and how Roxy
Yeah.
just went like crazy and had a little
Yeah.
spaz?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been kind of like that. Yeah, that's what they're
Right.
doing sort of right now behind me.
They're like,
Vinny.
God, thank you for the clean floor. Oh my God. Let me pee on it
Yeah,
immediately.
don't get used to it being clean. Uh,
So I don't know. So it was an okay episode. I mean, we had some developments.
I guess, I mean, yeah, we've definitely got some stuff to look forward to now, I guess, to
Yeah.
see how it plays out. Yeah, yeah, that's an interesting gamble bringing Veronica in, I think,
Veronica. Sorry, I cannot, like, what is the
I
matter with
know.
my brain? I cannot hear something that doesn't trigger a
A
song every
song, I
time.
know. You're a musical gal, Gia.
Not really.
Music.
But
Remember
anyway,
that
yeah.
episode of Saint Elsewhere where there was a lot of singing? Can't remember.
No.
A long time ago. Anyway, um, yeah, but I like you said, she's sort of a beloved actor, and that must be the reason to bring her on. But how long
Yeah,
is
yeah. Well, then she's of the same vintage as Tracy, and so them going to toe,
yeah,
could be a lot of fun. And I guess
mhm,
we'll just see. I'm just thinking somehow this can't be the
yeah,
real story. This will. I
yeah,
don't know.
right,
I
right,
don't
yeah.
know.
Hmm.
I'm suspicious.
Whoa, what was that?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
hear barking just now? Huh. It's weird.
Weird.
Um,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
you got any other words of wisdom for the people?
For the people, no, I do not. No words of wisdom. Never.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see. I haven't checked the schedule. I don't think there's baseball on during our show, is there, this week?
I haven't seen anything about that, but I haven't been on the phone a hell of a lot today, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
We'll just tune in. We'll check it out.
We'll check.
Otherwise, I might end up watching Hawaii Five O again, and
Okay.
that's sad. That's a sad day for me.
It is the old Hawaii 50 or the newer Hawaii?
Yeah, the old Hawaii Five O. I'm
Um,
vintage, baby.
yeah. Did you ever watch the newer one?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Did you ever watch the older one?
No.
There we have it.
Yeah. There was an older one? Oh,
Oh,
dear.
anyway, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll talk again in a few days. And thanks,
Mhm.
everybody.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good
Okay.
night.
All right, you too. All right, see ya.
Okay. All right. Bye, Gia.